All right, guys, as you can see from the title, we ended up taking a loss today, which is fine. That is, before I even go into this recap, let me just talk to y'all for a little bit. So, okay, in trading, with your system, you know you're going to have losing days, right? Like I have like a 65 to 70% win rate, and I was just on a 7-day winning streak. So, like, statistically speaking, it's time for me to take a loss. And I thought I had the right trade bias, the right draw on liquidity. I still like the trade. I'm glad I took it, even though I took a loss. I was willing to lose the money. And if you don't mentally have those like frameworks in place before placing trades, then you're just gambling. If you're not willing to lose before you enter, why are you entering? I was okay with taking a loss. I was okay with today not going the direction I wanted to. Does it suck? Yes, of course it does. But all you do is close all your accounts, get off for the day, go on about your day. I'm gonna go to the gym. I might go play some golf today. I'm gonna go chill guy until tomorrow. And I'm also not gonna go in tomorrow with like, oh, I need to make my money back. Man, I need to make that 380 I lost across all my fund accounts. No, that is a terrible mindset to be in. I'm gonna go in tomorrow, and if I get an opportunity, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put risks on the table. And if I lose, I lose. Okay? Fund accounts, specifically fund accounts. Like once you have a live account and you're scaling that, which is what I'm trying to do right now, since I'm making good money from funded accounts, I'm wanting to build a really big live account. But live account gives you the room, the buffer to allow your system to play out. And what funded accounts want you to do, this is why they make so much money, is they have rules like 5 trading days. So basically, it's training your discipline. It's not trading your strategy really. Like yeah, if you obviously have to have a profitable strategy to make money, but like you can't just like imagine spending a week to pass it, a week to build a buffer, and then you have one bad day and that causes you to blow the account. That is just stupid, okay? So you got to stay disciplined and you got to trust the process. So let's get into the trade I took today. Bingo bongo. Make myself a little small right here. Put myself in this corner. Close this. As you can see, ended up taking a loss across all my accounts here, 370. And then Alpha Futures, I ended up risking a little more, which kind of sucks, but so be it. It's fine. My Apex accounts, I need about 1,100 more on these 10 other Apex accounts for another $20,000 payout. My Lucid accounts are up 1,100. I need to get those to 4, so those are going to take a little bit. I'm just taking my time with those. The My Funded Future Rapid accounts, first day trading on them, so they're in drawdown now, which is fine, but I want to definitely get that out of drawdown as quick as possible. And then my advanced accounts are down like 1,000, so we'll see what we can pull off with those. But let's get into trade recap here. So obviously I saw this draw, and I was willing to take higher trades, But ideally, I saw in the 1 hour like we were so overextended, and even on the 4 hour, like look at this 4 hour candle, 4 hour, 4. Like we were so overextended, and we just swept out this high. So I was expecting us to go lower. And I honestly thought we were going to dump. And then especially since we had this move up, I thought that was the manipulation. We re-tap into these wicks where orders were filled to then push market downwards. And I saw that, right? As soon as I saw that, I saw us dump down. We inversed 5 minute, which is like, okay, that's perfect. And all I was waiting for, because that stop would have been huge, was this fair value gap to get tapped back into. And I entered. But what would have been a better strat, so I entered around here, stops right here, targets down here. But what I should have done, which is wait for a break of structure back up. But I just thought since we inversed the 5 minute, there was nothing stopping price. I was like, we're going to take these lows out and just dump. So, like, I'm still okay with the trade, but, like, hindsight, I should have waited for a break of structure, which actually, I'm glad. Well, we never broke to the upside, but you get a break here. And I might honestly, if I waited even longer, I might have ended up entering here and putting stops here. But we ripped back up. Ideally, what you would have taken is if you just stayed bullish and like you really wanted these targets, these highs here, you would have waited for price to come back down and inverse this, maybe even fill this fair value gap, and then take an entry off it like this, put stops down here, target up here, and that would have played out perfectly. But we might form an SMT right now and go lower, but I just wanted shorts purely because like I looked at the 4 hour and I was like, okay, we're overextended. I went to the daily. Daily, we're filling this gap. So I was like, okay, great chance to rotate, great chance to fill this and move lower. 15-minute. I mean, right off market open, that candle that went up, like all the way up here. Oh my goodness, my bad. All the way up here and then came down and closed here. I was like, we're going lower. Like the next 15-minute candle is just dumping these lows. I was like, we take these lows out. And then I had liquidity I was targeting was here, 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 and then 4 hour down here. Like that was, I was going to hold to here on my top step accounts. But never ended up getting that. Ended up getting stopped out, which is okay because this is where I had my stop loss. So, but basically just chopped all the way back up to the target that price wanted. I should have waited for a break of structure back to the upside and then see if we inverse this gap. And then it would have showed me that we weren't inversing it. So then I would have been like, we're going higher. And I would have taken this trade right here. Because I was okay with taking longs, but I was like, we already ripped up this high. And in my head, I was like, okay, we came up this high, but couldn't take out this liquidity. So I was like, and then the way we were reacting to the downside, I was like, okay, we're taking out these lows. Like we're going lower. Like that was the manipulation. And I thought we were going to distribute lower. But instead, manipulate, distribute. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of. But yeah, guys, that's the trade I ended up taking was this right here. Once it came up, I got filled like somewhere up in that candle here. Stop. Oh, wait, I'm touching a fair value gap. I got filled somewhere up in this candle, so I'm just going to place it here. Stops were here. Kind of big stops on this one. But I only entered with 3 micros. And yeah, targeted here for a 1 to, oh, I got filled up here. 2.3 R. So I was risking 380. Would have made like almost 700 off that trade. But end up taking a loss. But on the week, let me go to TradeZilla. Let me actually block my screen real quick. Let me just turn that off. Let me go TradeZilla just in case it asks for like passwords or something. TradeZilla. TradeZilla. Let me load this up real quick for y'all. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Let me log in. Okay. Bingo. Okay, we took the first loss of this month. But as you can see, look at this. Let me turn that back on. All right, y'all now see my screen. Okay, so this is my TradeZilla account. I have it connected to my live account that I started. So started with 3,000. We're up 3,285 on it, which is kind of awesome. I basically doubled 3,000. As you can see, guys, like we were like bang, bang, and then we took a loss. And then guess what I didn't do the next day? I didn't over risk, over leverage. I ended up actually making about what I lost. So I took like a 1.1 that day. Like nothing crazy. Bang. And then super small trade this day. But I de-risked. And then my target wasn't that crazy. And then another dub. So like I'm averaging a 1.5 with a 77% win rate. Like I know this is early. Like it's not like insane, like a lot of data. But we're starting this week off though, which is kind of a... But like this counts as this week. Like I would still count this week. So 675 minus 370. So like we're still up $300 something on the week. But for April as a whole, like last month we made 3.6, and then this month we're down 300 at the moment. So like look how many days, trading days you have to like make up for your mistakes. Like you don't have to like blow your account as soon as you take a loss. I think that's like the number one issue, especially when you're like new to trading. Is you always try to make your money back so fast. Just don't do that. Trust me, just get off, for the day is not a loss. It's a win if you can get off. If you can take a loss and get off, you are so much closer to becoming profitable than you believe. Like, you have to trust your system. If you don't trust your system, then backtest until you're like, okay, I know what I'm doing. And then you shouldn't be fearful when you're in the market. It's like, yes, you're going to have nerves. You're going to be shaken. Like the first time I loaded up an account with like, when I had the 20 Apex accounts, the Alpha Future accounts, and like 5 Top Step accounts, I literally was shaking. But I took the trade and I just took my hands, put them in my pocket. Like I just sat here. That's how you become profitable. That's how you actually start making money. Okay? So don't over risk, over leverage. Just try to make your money back. Don't try to, do some stupid stuff, flip. You're not gonna make $100,000 in a week, okay? You're not. You're not gonna make $10,000 in a week. You are new to this. You haven't got paid out. Take your time, work slowly, get a payout. Take that one payout that proves that you can get payouts. Buy more accounts, add accounts. Bang, bang, bang. Don't, like, if say you get 2K, only buy like $400 of accounts. So you have 5 attempts to make money again. Okay? So buy some cheap accounts. Don't go crazy. Buy like 10 Apex accounts. They're like $350. Bang, you pass them. Okay, now you got to pay a little bit more, but now you pass them. Now they can actually make you money. Go get you 20. And then once you get 20, allocate that money back into more accounts. And then now you have a buffer of money to where now you actually can risk more. You actually can, full port accounts, try to pass them in 1 to 2 days. So you don't have to spend weeks on evals. You can actually just get to where it's making you money. But once you get to where you're making money, you slow down the risk and you trade normally as if it was a live account. That's how I've been renting prop firms. Okay? For the last 2 months, I made $40,000 per month. And at this month, I mean, obviously, we took a loss right off rip, but like 2 winning days, if I can get 2 winning days back to back, $500, like it's another $20,000 in my bank account. And that's the first week of this month. And then I have next week, do well, probably put like another 15 to 20. Next week, I'll probably be ready for those Apex payments again, another 20. Like, it gets insane once you build the allocation. So take your time, build the allocation, be disciplined, take one trade. I promise you, if you take one trade, you'll make more money. All right, guys, I'm going to journal this trade up in here in TradeZilla, write what I did right, what I did wrong, what I was thinking, what I was looking at, and yeah, basically what I just talked to y'all about. So it's just like a double whammy. I'm just double confirming every single day, and it's awesome. So y'all have a great one. Thank y'all for tuning in. I will be posting these every single day. So subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on that bell so you know exactly when I post these daily recaps. I'm going to post them right after market open for the most part. And then also, I'm going to drop like psychology videos, more in-depth strategy videos, and stuff like that in the future. So stay tuned, stay nasty, and get after it.